Let me look at you here. Let me see. I think most of you were, or all of you were at the breakfast. You have a good time at breakfast? Did you find some eggs? Did anybody find a prize egg? Or a prize egg? 3 of them. Oh, no. All right. You made a haul. You did great. I've got a copy of the Decatur Daily here. It is the local newspaper. And I've been reading it most of my life. I started out just reading the funnies, what I call them, funny papers. Easter is a time we celebrate of great happiness and a wonderful time of celebration in churches and among Christians, people who believe in Jesus. But the few days just before Easter, many years ago, when Jesus was here on the earth, it was a very scary time, and it was a very sad time. Let me show you something. It looked like everything had fallen off the rails for Jesus. You did your best. Sometimes I start preaching and people just run out the back door. Sometimes you just want to be with Mima and Papa. There's inside the front page, back page here. Let's see here. It looked like a very terrible time, and it didn't look like anything good could come of it. It just looked like an awful situation. Let me see if I can make it a little worse. Let me get my newspaper going here. See that? Ava got hit in the head with a rock this week. How many fingers am I holding up? All right. Gotta find out who's throwing rocks at my grandchildren. It's getting worse, isn't it? Sometimes things go wrong in our life. Sometimes things happen that we can't control, and sometimes they come back. Who knows? That's all right too. Have you ever had a day like that? A day that just looks like it's just coming unhinged and coming all tore up? That's a good Alabama word, tore up. Sometimes I hear people out at work, they're getting off work on Friday, and they say, let's go get tore up. That's not a good idea. We can do our best to try to tidy things up. That's what I'm going to try to do right now. Let's see if I can kind of get things together a little bit. Tuck things in a little bit. Where it's not just, sticking out so bad. Like that. Easter's supposed to be kind of like that. It's when God kind of put the torn pieces back together again. When I came to know the Lord, there were lots of things in my life that were not just right, and they were kind of torn up. And the Lord has done wonderful things in my life. He's changed me a lot. He's put a lot of things back together that were broken. And that's really what Easter is about. It's about celebrating something that was very sad and something that was very bad, that God turned into something very good. Okay? I don't know how much sense that makes to you or what you understand about that, but maybe you were paying attention. You might see that the newspaper turned out all right. And God can do more wonders than you and I have ever imagined. All right. Thank you all very much. Thank you for staying.